Hi friends, Sam here with Happily Hooked. So we have a new yarn review we're doing today, and this is one that you guys have asked for. So we did a review on Nubu yarn a couple weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago, but you would also ask me about Coboo yarn. So these are similar-ish, but we're gonna do a comparison of them. So we've already done this one before. I'm still gonna swatch it up because I want to see what it is like next to this one. Now, looking at the yarn itself, they look pretty similar. So I'm not sure. I'm kind of excited about it, but this one is a cotton rayon blend, and then this one is the lyocell. I think that's how you say it. I could be wrong, and that's okay. But I'm going to swatch both of these up, and then we're going to talk about them here in just a second. Hi friends, real quick, when you click the link below and join Happily Hooked today, not only are you gaining access to the coolest crochet community on the internet, you're also going to get these ergonomic hooks that I use every single day, and this project bag that I am obsessed with. So make sure you click the link below, subscribe today, and I cannot wait to see you in the community. Alright, so like I said, today we are testing out the Coboo yarn versus the Nubu yarn. So we've already done a review on the Nubu yarn. This is the 100% lyocell. This is an eco-friendly style yarn. We've already done the review and I'll have that linked below. But I will still swatch this up. And then we have the Coboo yarn. So I've worked with this yarn before. This is a light 3-weight yarn. It recommends a 4mm hook with it, machine wash and dryable, and then it's 50% cotton and 50% rayon from bamboo. So this is a pretty neat yarn in general. This is just in the color pink. This is in the color goldenrod. So we will swatch this up and I'll show you kind of my thoughts on it. This cake is a little bit messy, isn't it? Lots of yarn ramen. All right. So I have the same thoughts with this yarn as I did with the Nubu yarn. So this one is pretty splitty, if that makes sense. If that's, I don't even know if that's a word, but it's not twisted together. So the yarn splits a lot. It's soft as heck. It's a really soft yarn, but it splits a lot. I made an entire cardigan out of this yarn for my best friend, and it does this a lot. So it was really frustrating, but I love how pretty it is. So, and it creates such a beautiful drape. But you can see it just splits almost every time I put my hook through a stitch. And I've tried using bigger hooks. I've tried using smaller hooks. I've tried adjusting my tension. It's not twisted. It's just not, I don't know, there's not enough structure to the yarn in order for it to not do this. Goodness gracious. Look, I want it to be good. I want this yarn to be usable, and it is usable. It's just frustrating because it's constantly splitting on you. Even when I like pull my working yarn really tight to like hold that tension, it doesn't matter. It just splits anyway. I also think Courtney used this to make my Sam cardigan in, and she said the same thing. It's just frustrating because it's such a pretty yarn. It's so soft, it's so drapey, but it's just not good. It's just not good. So if you're okay with splitting yarn, go for it. Work with this yarn. But it's just not my vibe. It's not my patience is tested tremendously with this yarn. But we will grab this Lyocell yarn, this Nubu. This one does the same thing. It's twisted a tiny bit more, but I think the Nubu yarn is softer than the Coboo yarn, in my opinion. I think it's quite a bit softer. So it almost makes up for it. And it just glides so well. But at least it's got like a little bit of a twist to it. I kind of wish that all yarn for crocheters was done in the Z twist, like the ZZ twist by Lion Brand, instead of the S twist, like it is for most knitters. Which is fine, I knit and crochet. But the Z twist just helps with our hooks. But you can see that like this yarn is a little bit less splitty. It's got a little bit more structure to the yarn itself. So this one's not nearly as frustrating. There's a slight difference in the sizes according to the label. In my opinion, they're the same. The Nubu yarn might be a smidgen bigger, but not by much. Yeah, see, it splits a little bit, but it was much faster than the Coboo yarn. But yeah, like it's pretty, and they both have like a sheen to them, but it's just too splitty for me. At least this one kind of holds the twist, and this one you can like see where it's all split. So yeah, so that's my review on the Coboo yarn. I love the yarn. I think it's pretty. I just don't know if it's worth the headache of dealing with it and making a ton of different things with it or big projects. It just splits too much in my opinion. Maybe for knitting it works really well, but I haven't tested that out yet. But yeah, so if you have any questions or any thoughts, or if you feel the same way, let me know in the comments below. And if you have another yarn that you want me to review, post that too so I can get some ordered and review that for you. I will see you in the next video. Bye!